there, but the main one, of course, is it's situations like this, right? Guinea Road in the east and westbound directions closed due to the storm damage that has downed some trees and power lines. You see it's closed between Zion Road and Lake Point Drive. Of course, our Marine Ume will be, of course, touching more up on that, and we'll continue talking about the other damage here throughout the area and throughout the shows. Back to you.
All right, Speezer, speaking of all of that damage, thousands across the region are waking up to the aftermath of Monday's severe storms.
That's right. Those strong winds, heavy rain, hail in some spots brought down power lines and trees as well from northern Virginia all the way to Maryland, leaving behind damage, road closures and power outages as well. Our Maureen Ume live in Burke with the latest. She's been assessing the damage there. I know that's one of the hardest hit areas you've seen so far this morning. How is it out there?
Yeah, so not just me assessing damage. You've got people coming out now to see what's going on. You can see them coming out from their townhomes, their homes. Yeah, they're shocked. What they're seeing is what we saw in the daylight. Trees just sheared off, broken, splintered. You've got debris everywhere. You've got power lines down, road closures. It is a mess out here. It looks like a tornado came through. I have not had that confirmed. I don't know if our weather team has said anything definitively, but you can't help but think surely an EF1 came through here because look at these trees downed. They came onto homes, they came onto power lines and cars. And then look here, this is what's been happening. An all-out effort to restore power to this community. And this, again, is on Guinea Road here, but it's not the only place that has damage in Fairfax County. You've got a massive response from power crews trying to right some downed power poles and restore power to this area that has been without since the storm came through. They've been doing a pretty good job, but we understand that this is going to take a couple more hours. In fact, one worker told us probably into the night is what they're expecting to do. But the damage, again, very severe. This looks like that storm came right down this road, almost a straight line, damaging these trees. But this is not the only place that had damage. I mentioned that these trees brought down power lines. I want to take you to video that was shared on Nextdoor for this community. A mailman really catching the brunt of it. This poor guy found himself in the thick of the storm, trapped inside his mail truck with a live power line on top of it. Took hours to get him out. Luckily, we hear that he's okay, but can you imagine how frightening that must have been for this poor mailman who was stuck there with his truck and the live power lines? That is the concern. So you're being warned. If you see down power lines, you come across it, leave it alone. Let crews handle that because they could be live and it could be very dangerous. We talked to one man earlier today who actually works at a body shop right off of Guinea Road here. He says when he got to work this morning, he was shocked by what he saw. Take a listen.
You can see a direct path of the tornado. Usually I come up Guinea Road this way. I had to go all the way around and come down the other way because they're fixing the power. And you can see the whole swath of trees downed and everything else. So our customer cars that are in for repair, you know, they're set outside until we can get them in. And a whole row of pine trees leaned over, so roof damage, hood, broken glass, all that kind of stuff.
All right, so back here live, it's getting a little noisy out here because more power crews are coming to help with the cleanup efforts. I should also point out that we do have quite a bit of road closures, so cars are being deterred from roads like this because, again, it's blocked. They have to get the power lines back up. There might be power lines off. And so this is what we're seeing here. Keep in mind, this is not the only place that has storm damage. We heard about storm damage in Bowie, storm damage in Stafford County, Montgomery County. Maybe not as severe as what we're seeing here, but certainly they had their fair share of damage as well. We have luckily not heard about any injuries, but of course, as people do come out to survey the damage and what happened, some might injure themselves, so that might change. But for now, we've heard of no significant injuries to anyone this morning. But this is the scene. We're playing out here in Northern Virginia, quite an active scene. It's going to be this way for quite a while. So again, we're cautioning folks, if you come across power lines, do not go through it. Let the folks who are experts at that handle it, get it out the way. Road closures are in place. Tree limbs are down. Be careful as you head out this morning. We'll continue to monitor the situation, of course, bring you details as we get anything new from this scene or others across the DMV.